Well, welcome everybody. So we're here today welcoming Consul General Harriet Cross, who has had a whirlwind tour of New Bedford and the New Bedford area, and we've talked about a number of things. I mean, she's packed a lot into her day, but we packed a lot into our conversation as well. I mean, there are innumerable connections between New Bedford and the UK, and the most recent of which is between New Bedford and Harriet's hometown of Hull, where as folks will remember, we took a trade mission back in May. Hull and Grimsby, both along the Humber River in the northwest of England.
No, it's northeast, you're right.
Northeast,
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I forgot my compass on the trip. Are both leaders now in the UK in the offshore wind industry. Both were leaders in industries that we are well familiar with here in New Bedford. Hull was the largest whaling port in the UK, and Grimsby was the largest fishing port in the UK. We just established a sister city relationship with Grimsby, and we have innumerable connections with Hull. And so we talked a lot about offshore wind and its progress in the UK and the progress here. We figure we're probably about 3 or 4 years behind Hull and the industry's development, and we've got a lot to learn from them. But we've got growing relationships, and you can learn from those relationships. We're pleased that Hull can make its mistakes and New Bedford can learn from them. We're always willing to plagiarize effectively. But we're so grateful for you to come down to visit our city. You had a tour of the SMAS facility earlier today to look at some of their robotics research, and of course, we've got a whole lot of fish here, and there's a lot to be said for that as well. But we're proud of the Anglo-American alliance here in New Bedford, and it's something that we wanted to take full advantage of and also reciprocate as well. And we understand, so I have something for you today. I didn't tell you about this. We've got a few tokens of our appreciation. So.
Oh my goodness.
So this, I will tell you this right here, so you don't have to open it. We got a city pin as well.
Thank you.
So this here is a 1-volume history of New Bedford up until 1925. And so it includes, among other things of our glorious history, the British invasion of New Bedford and the burning of was that a bustling whaling town. So you might enjoy reading that part of New Bedford's history as well. But we also have something new for you. So I understand that your husband, we did our research on you, we did our homework. He's a brewer.
He is a brewer.
So we've got some new brewers in town.
Oh my goodness.
So
you're going to have made somebody's day.
Yes. So we have a couple of terrific breweries in town.
My goodness.
And one of which is called Greasy Luck, which is a Yankee whaling term, a pleasantry wishing voyagers good luck on their whaling trip. So we wish you greasy luck from your friends in New Bedford.
That's incredible.
You bet.
So look at that. Wow,
Don't drink it all in one sitting.
We'll try not to drink it on the car journey back.
You bet. Well, welcome to New Bedford. And
thank you.
The podium is yours, Harriet.
Thank you. So this is my first trip to New Bedford, and I have been absolutely blown away by the people, the energy, the resources that you've taken and made into something really special. So this is only the start of the conversation as far as I'm concerned. So there's lots of pre-existing links, as we've just heard about with Grimsby, but I'm really keen that we create more, so strengthen the links that are there and create new links. So we talked about the Whaling Museum, the Arts Museum, possible link-ups there. The thing that I think is most important is creating jobs. So if we can get businesses to, if we can help businesses do deals that they wouldn't have done without our input, and we create jobs on both sides of the Atlantic, then we've done our work. So loads of conversations today that we'll carry on following up with over the next few months. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to spend, I don't know, a couple of days in New Bedford. I need a couple of days at least to look at all the museums and to learn. You spoke about what you can learn from the UK's offshore wind industry, and there is a lot to learn. We've got the biggest offshore wind capability in the whole of Europe. But there's a lot we can learn from you too, the things that you've done with culture here that have kind of, this whole question of keeping people here so that they stay in the city and do jobs that will sustain them for decades to come. I think there's a lot we can learn from what you've done here on all sorts of different levels. So I look forward to continuing that conversation.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And please, I hope to welcome you again in Bridlington, Hull, Grimsby.
Yeah, we look forward to
wherever.
it. Yeah, we've got lots of friends there now, so
yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
So if you guys have any questions, Josh, so this will go out into the firmament, but great to. Thanks for everything. Thanks for
my pleasure. Thank you.
Appreciate the visit.
Can't wait.
You guys have a harbor tour coming up.
We do.
So, did you bring your raincoats?
We'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Real men know that getting tested is the way to take care of their families. That's why real men wear gowns. For a list of the tests you need, go to ahrq.gov.